because you don't know which kind of mountain is on fire. Good morning, my people. Ụtụtụ ọma nọ. Tata wụ June 6, 2022. Aha nwa mụ na Chimsa aga. And anyị
June,
wetara unu ozi ọma today. We brought you guys some good news.
June 4th.
What did I say?
You said June 6th. Fast.
Every day. I sabotage myself. I'm looking at the date too. I'm looking at it here. It says 6/4. Okay, June 4th. Yes, June 4th. You can see I'm trying to zap up and end the year.
Yep.
But we're in December. God help
Mm.
us. Anyway, welcome to the program. Good to see you guys. As always, please help us to share, help us to like, help us to subscribe, help us to hit the notification button. I was told that if you're hitting the like button while we are on live, they are likely to share it to other people. So you guys that are social media warriors, please, whatever you can do to help our people get this information, especially at this critical moment of election, where our people are speaking from both sides of their mouths. Our Fulani brothers are telling us they are into democracy and they have 160 million PVC already. Ụmụnne m a na-agbagharị. You guys are only 200,000. If our Fulani brothers now have 160 million votes, your 40 million is not going to count for anything. What part of that you don't understand? So here we are running, building up on emotions, even people that are deceiving us. We know how Peter B and his articulated all of you guys 4 years ago. Now, how Gala North to South? They're articulating you from both parties. Onye nke ọzọ jizi na Labour, the other one on our PDP, articulating you and sent obeying you. Before you know it, your blood will continue to flow, your naira will fall, your children cannot go to school. You'll be running in circles. You'll be paying 200 million naira to kidnappers because nothing works. And one thing that we do on this program is to tell you guys how we can end it all. So you cannot blame God. My sister will always say, He's not coming. No. He's not coming. Rapture is not coming. The only thing that will be raptured will be you. They will kill you. You will be removed. Other people will move on. So let's do the right thing. Again, my name is Munachim Sag. I'm here in Houston, Texas. Let me allow my sister to introduce herself.
Thank you so much, Dr. Monachi. We are happy to be here again. And our viewers, thank you so much. We missed you last week. I mean, on a Saturday, we're here on Friday because we didn't want to cancel the show. That's why we did it that way. And we appreciate you. Those of you that missed us on Saturday, please, we're sorry. And we're happy you are here. Help us to like, share, subscribe. Those on YouTube, we recognize you. Those on Twitter, all our platform, Instagram, we appreciate you. And please continue to like my sister said, when you like, somebody will see what you're liking and then they will come in to get this information. That means you are saving somebody's life, because when people know there's help coming, they will stop going into poto, into gutter, into aboki shit. They will join the moving train and do the right thing. So you see, it's important that you be part of this work. It's a teamwork. We are doing it together. It's our work together. It's our work. We own it. We the people, we the indigenous people, we own this work. Somebody is not doing it for us somewhere. No, it is our work. We will do it. We will save ourselves, save our children, save our nation, save our resources, save everything that we need to save. And then we defend them. Because it's one thing to save, it's another thing to defend. Some people try to save 1960, say they are getting independence. And then after getting it, pew, the independence flew through the window. It didn't even come. So that's the beauty of what we're doing this time around. This time around, we are all involved, participating. And when we finish getting it, we will defend it, because we know that the vultures will come. They want to come and spoil what we did. We will defend it. So it's important for you to know what is being done, how we are doing it, and then why is it that we are doing it this way and not that other way. All these things we explain. So my name is Dr. A.P. Simon Okube. I live in Lexington, Kentucky, and we'll give you food for thought as you share. Continue to share and like while we give you food for thought. If you are called to make a change. We want to encourage you to be patient, consistent, and persistent. Remember, it took years and centuries for things to get this bad. So do not be discouraged if you do not see those expected changes immediately. But be sure you are doing what works. And please do not become what you're trying to fix. If the problem is terrorism, don't become a terrorist yourself. The opposite of what you're trying to fix. If the problem is injustice, then apply justice in your life, in everything you're doing. So as you're preaching it, as you're planning one by one, you're putting that thing in place. And other people will copy from you. And before you know it, that thing will spread. So please, 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 starting from your home, starting from your churches, from your communities, all those things you say you don't want and you don't like it, please don't do it to others. Begin to do the right thing. Let's begin to do the right thing. And you know what? That change will come if you do not give up. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Epi. I am a living witness on doing the right thing. I have benefited from doing the right thing, consistency that everywhere I go, people will be speaking on my behalf of who she is and what she believes in and what she does, So the right thing will always lead you in the right position, at least the place, even if it may even exceed your expectation. So thank you, Sister Epi, for that food for thought. Please help us to continue to share. Let me send out some more videos just to have some people come in. Don't worry about the numbers people are watching. When you watch it on WhatsApp, it actually doesn't show that you're watching when you're watching on other platforms. So don't be discouraged. Continue to share, which I am doing right now. And we welcome our brother to the program. Brother EC, I see you. Thank you so much. You're always here every Saturday. We welcome our brother Dioru. Welcome. Ogumbo. Ogumbo, please forgive me. I am known for destroying people's name, and it's okay. You can destroy mine too. If that will make you feel better. But we thank you guys for being here. Help us to continue to share. We will get this thing right. It's like what the Bible said, that teach the children the way to go, and when they grow up, they will never depart from it. So that's what we're doing now. If we are knowledgeable, if we are smart, if we know what is going on, nobody will come and sell us any cock and bull story and get away with it. Now, the one question that we'll ask, they will know immediately that this is not ordinary people. So please, continue to share. Um, don't let those with accent, good British, American accent, deceive you. We have been deceived with that. It's just a mere way of communication. You can see the Chinese people who and they are fighting the war. They are fighting everybody. So it's all about what you have to deliver. Don't let Onoto Onoto deceive you. We have our brother Chibueze watching from the Holy Land. Welcome, Chibueze, to the program. So please, we will get this thing right. We are fighting as mothers. Mothers don't give up on their children, no matter how bad they are. You fight, you fight. You even fight them. I remember one of our family members that had, she has 5 boys. And I was asking her how she raised them. She said she literally tied her wrapper and her short and dragged the oldest son that was giving her trouble. She said, let's go outside and punch it out. And after that day, that boy said, oh, my mother is crazy. I don't want this kind of crazy mother. He started behaving himself. But she didn't give up. She could have said, let them go and die somewhere. No, no mother will give up on their children. And that's the same thing. We'll never give up on our people. We'll never give up on our father's land. There's the reason why God sent us out for a time like this, so we can speak the truth. And only the truth will set us free. So don't get it twisted. Don't lie to yourself. Don't put it on God. God is not coming. In 400 years, they came and collected our brothers and sisters from Africa and used it to develop their land. And you would think God would have sent thunder and tornado and destroy everything all at the same time. No, they are still even thriving. So he's not coming. He's waiting for us to do the right thing. And we know we're supposed to do the right thing. He has given us the brain to do the right thing. All we need to do is to apply it. So before I take off, and run off because I'm getting super excited. Let me go with today's topic, which is dysfunctional union for dysfunctional people. I know a lot of us can believe, do believe in this topic. We see it every day with our people. They will lie, even when they are pastors. They will tell you stories, as you're saying. They will say, "Oh, the word of God led us to believe." Jesus said this one, Jesus said that one, at the same time, they are deceiving you. So we have tried to live in that country called Nigeria, designed by British and handed over to us. We have found it difficult to live in that nation. We fought a civil war, killed so many of the people, and still we have the same problem reoccurring. Perhaps it's time for us to revisit the very foundation of that failed state called Nigeria. This is from our brother Odumebu Ojukwu. As I said earlier, truth telling is very critical, especially for people that are seeking justice, equity, and fairness. In Nigerian dysfunctional union, citizens are now made to pay taxes to bandits and terrorists in order to access their farmlands, their roads, the resources, and even their homes. All thanks to Nigerian military and security agencies, whose primary assignment and mandate for us is to protect the exploitative government from the wretched poor citizens, just as was the case during the colonial era. These great anomalies are mandated and maintained by the Caliphate imposed 1999 Constitution. Here we are back again onto the 1999 Constitution because that's what's giving them the power to continue to do this. Every one of the politicians, when they come on board, they are going to have to raise their hand. We've profiled the picture of video of Soludo doing the same thing, that he's going to die and protect and mandate and every kind of stuff on that constitution. When you do all of that, you don't have the power to come back and change it. Besides, they don't even have the power to change it because the constitution comes from the constituents. So the political class, which we consider as business partners in all of this, they are very much ready to continue to uphold this atrocity at all costs as they continue to swear an allegiance to that constitution that we know is holding us hostage. And every election, every round of election, especially this 2023, will only bottom line renew the life of that constitution. So today we are going to look into how functional indigenous people seek to free themselves and their children from the clutches of these principalities and powers. So with our first video, we're going to show you how someone is benefiting from keeping everywhere vulnerable so that resources can be stolen. You can see how superpowers gain access when a country is dysfunctional. So they love the fact that there's nobody running the country, just a bunch of hoodlums sharing money, speaking English, pretending to be representing us when we know very well they are not representing us. It will cause these superpowers, when we are dysfunctional, it will cause these superpowers to have free access to our resources. In this video that we're going to play today, the small Pacific nation said, no, China, thanks for nothing. Thanks for no thanks. We are taking a stand against you recolonizing us in 2023. And it's not like they don't need the money, but you can see somebody is standing up for the future of their children. Go ahead, sister.
Thank you. Yes, my dear, somebody is standing up for the future of their children. We gonna do this job, but we are saying that there's a way it has to be done. If you have a farmland, for instance, and people are supposed to use hope and maybe make ridges in like parallel ridges, and you carry machetes and start hitting everywhere. You see, you are doing something, but what you're doing is not productive. And that's why we're saying we're not going to be disorganized. We will follow the international standard way of doing things and do what we have to do to get the result we want. So we keep showing you what is happening in other places so that you will not understand that, so that you understand why we are not alone in this battle. It's the whole world. The evil that did whatever they did it in our land and did it in other places. And those people are fighting the way we are fighting. So from time to time, we bring them for us to see so that we understand that there are the same thing that's happening in our land is happening in other places. You see how they're doing it. So my sister will play this video. You see how these people, like we said, they make people's countries dysfunctional. And from dysfunctional country, you're going to have dysfunctional children. I mean, dysfunctional citizens. What does it mean,
Mm-hmm.
dysfunctional? To be abnormal, to deviate from the norm, to do for abnormal things to become normal in the environment. And when you're dysfunctional, you're fighting yourself, doing all those nonsense you're doing, it will be easy for them to steal. My people will say, "Ane ade hon mabu uru ndi nze." So it's
Mm.
easy for them to steal the things they want to steal. They have free access to your resources. They cannot be stopped because there is no structure to stop them. So you see that the first step would be for us to treat ourselves of the dysfunctionality first before we start getting the result that is expected of us. Okay, my sister, go ahead. Thank you.
Story of small island nations standing up to China, tiny Pacific countries rebuffing the dragon. It's an incredible story and rare too. You see, smaller countries do not usually do this. They're vulnerable, they need money, they end up as vassal states. Making a compromise becomes their survival tactic. But not in this case. China came knocking on their doors and they turned it away. Let me start from the beginning. In fact, we've been telling you about this all of last week. We told you how China was targeting the Pacific, how China wanted a security pact with 10 Pacific islands. In fact, China was so confident of having its way that it went with a pre-drafted deal. Guess what? It has been given a royal snub. The deal is off. And Wang Yi, the Chinese foreign minister, will return home empty-handed. For this, the Pacific nations deserve a round of applause because saying no to China is never easy. And even now, the threat for them is not over because China will try through some other means to gain a foothold. But why is China targeting these countries? What is its game plan? And what happens next in this story? On Gravitas tonight, we'll discuss all of it. First, let's tell you about what happened today. Wang Yi was in Fiji. He was hosting a virtual meeting with 10 Pacific countries. The Solomon Islands, Kiribati, Samoa, Fiji, Tonga, Vanuatu, Papua New Guinea, the Cook Islands, Niue, and the Federated States of Micronesia. All of these countries, the leaders of all these 10 countries attended. Before today's meeting, Xi Jinping had sent a message to all of them. It said China would be a good brother to the region. Small problem. China has been a bad brother to way too many countries for the Pacific Islands to trust it. They saw through the motives. What was China asking for? A confidential security pact. Here's what they wanted, basically. To train the local police in Pacific countries, to get involved in cybersecurity issues, to expand political ties with these countries, to conduct sensitive marine mapping, and to gain access to natural resources on land and water. China wanted all of it. This is what it meant by the controversial confidential security deal. It went on to become controversial. So these were China's demands. What was it offering in return? China was offering money, and a lot of it. Millions of dollars in financial assistance, training for police officers in the Pacific, projects to map the ocean and increase law enforcement cooperation. What was in it for China? Strategic influence. China wanted the Pacific to be its turf. It wanted to replace the West, to become the net provider of security to the region. Unfortunately for Beijing, the draft of this confidential pact was leaked, and it created.
All right. So we're going to post this video in its entirety on our Facebook page. You can watch it there. The point that we're trying to make is that people are standing up for their rights. You don't have to make pact with the devil because you are an African nation or you're in a place where you don't have. Besides, we do have enough, right? With the oil that we're making, we shouldn't even be conversing. China should be coming and begging us for things.
Exactly.
And not the other way around. Go ahead, sister.
No, exactly. I mean, that you're hungry does not mean you should go and eat shit. We need to begin to set principles. This is what we want. This is what we can be. You need information, which is why we come here every day, every Saturday, to give you that information. We call it informed consent in the medical area, field. You want to do something, no doctor will take you in and just start cutting you. They will explain to you the procedure they're doing. They'll give you, if there are risks involved, they will tell you, they will be plain to you. These are the risks involved. Then we will try to reduce the risk. However, if it happens, this is what we do to fix it. And this is what you will do. These things will be told, they will tell you upfront. Then you sign a signature. It's called informed consent before you can give your consent. How is it that you can give your consent for you to be treated? But for you to have a nation, you don't have to give your consent? People will just grab you and say you're Nigerian and then move you up, down. That no is no more allowed. And you should not accept it. Not for hunger, not for poverty, not for anything. There's no reason why you should allow your sovereignty to be taken away from you. What we're saying, that the best thing that will happen to our people right now is to take back our sovereignty and our resources. Why we are hungry, why all those things you're seeing in your neighborhood, your neighbor is killing your neighbor's child, your man is raping the other woman, the man not, all those evil you're seeing is coming from the fact that our population has grown and the resources very meager. The huge resources we had, they stole all and are still stealing them. So we have little left. What do you think will happen if you have 20 children and you give them one slice of bread? They will nearly kill themselves, even when they are siblings. They will kill themselves trying to share that bread. That is what you're seeing happening in Nigeria. How do you fix it? It's not by getting new head slaves or new criminals to come and share the slice of bread. It's by stopping the people that are stealing your bread and say, hey, the one loaf of bread that is not enough, you're coming here to take everything and give us one slice. So all of you will unite and stop the people stealing your bread. That's the summary of what we're saying. You will unite, you will form alliance and say, hey, my brother, my sister, this one slice that we have is not going to be enough for us. Rather than us staying here and fighting over this one slice. And we know that our father kept a whole loaf of bread for us, but our neighbors come and steal them. So let us organize and stop our neighbors from stealing the bread that our father has given to us.
It's just that simple.
So that we'll have enough. It's that simple. Simple. Please go ahead.
No, my sister, I'm agreeing with you. It's that simple. It's not complicated at all. Luckily for us, LNC/Nina's they've been putting the work up there for us to just go and open up our Christmas present. I keep saying this, we have our Christmas present at the doorstep. All we have to do is to grab the box, open it, and see what's in it. Nina's has done the job. Don't let anyone come and tell you that they are humble. I live in one bedroom house. I don't drive cars. I drive myself. I walk around. I eat gari for breakfast. Don't let that confuse you. It's the same group of people that they articulated us 4 years ago. The same them. Some of them are even sitting around and say, it's my turn. Now it's turn by turn. It's my turn to rule Nigeria. It's my turn. It's on Yahoo News here in America. It's my turn. So we're telling you the whole thing is a game. It's a game. I know we are desperate. It's a game. You're not going anywhere. They will do you the more. And the worst part of it is that when you allow them to go through this election, you're basically saying, please go ahead and deal with me once more. That's what you're saying. So you can come and go through the election, get all your PVC, go through the motions. You don't get to tell them anything. Their business partners have already told them what to do, and they're going to carry it out, and it has nothing to do with it. There's no benefit there for you. There is no, if they love you, if those people you're calling, those I've heard some people are now being called saints, they are setting internet on fire. If they really love you, like they say they do, they should say, after all, one time, one of them said, Nigeria is a car without a brake, without engine. Which one is it? No, without a brake, right?
Without engine. It's a no engine.
No engine. The same people, they know, they have spoken to Ninas, they know.
And they want to drive the same car without engine.
Yes, they know what to do. They know how we can get this work done. They understand. It's just that they don't care. At the end of the day, it's about them. It's about them, my people. It's about them. Don't let them deceive you. I see that a lot of our people now are clapping, jumping
Are
up and
so
down.
emotional. Our
Is
people are so emotional. They're so
another 4 years
emotional.
of slavery is coming around, y'all. Another
It's
four
so
years.
easy to dupe them. They're so easy to be duped. Like they package themselves and say, please make me a victim.
Mm.
Somebody will tell you that, oh, I don't have the office of first lady. You don't even know whether he has first lady. You not got to confirm. Oh, I'm so humble. I did not have the office of first lady. Do you even have the first lady that will fill up the office? That's what you will ask. We're trying our people to be logical. When somebody asks you question, says something, maybe somebody is doing wedding, and then he say, no, I want you quiet. He might have some family issues that he wants to hide. That's why he does not want to. So always ask questions. Don't take things at first level. They have duped us enough. It's not fair. That's why we come here. Be logical. If you can be logical, my people, if you can be logical and assess everything logically, when somebody tells you something, think, does it make sense? And why is this person doing this? Then you ask the person more questions. You see, when you now ask more questions, answers will come. So that when you make a decision, it will be an informed decision, not just deciding anyhow. Like my sister said, we told you that Nigeria, the union called Nigeria, is dysfunctional. Why is it dysfunctional? From beginning, we did not make it. Somebody stole many kingdoms, many nations, jammed them together, and named it Nigeria. Why? For ease of management of your resources, so that he can, when he comes to see the resources, one
Office. What office place you will go, you
yes,
will collect all the
you
information.
collect everything. So once you just do like the param, everything will come inside. It's like bring a net. Once you just bring the net, you put all the rivers together. Once you put the net, all the fishes will follow you. That was just what they did. Now, that's why our people are dysfunctional, both the leaders and the followers. That's why you're hearing what you're hearing, things that do not make sense, things that, oh, they say it can only happen in Nigeria, because it's a dysfunctional union. Dysfunctional union will produce dysfunctional people, and there's nothing positive that will come out of it. You will be dying.
Everywhere you go, they recognize you as 419. 419.
Exactly.
They hear Nigeria, they hear 419.
Exactly. So you have deviated from the norm. You have deviated from the normal. You are abnormal because you are an abnormal nation. That's why when you leave Nigeria, you begin to succeed and like getting fulfilled. But if you remain in an abnormal union, you will be abnormal all your days. But it can be fixed. That's what we're saying. Let's listen to our Barrister Tony Nadi explain to you the things you need to know. Sometimes we play this so that you hear it from him. We explain it to you, but when you hear it from him, you should understand what we're saying, that we're not just here to tell stories. We're here to inform you. And if you are informed, then you will be a better human being. And you'll be more useful in our struggle. We don't want to work with people that are not informed. Because if you're not informed, like you want to plant yam and you don't know how to plant yam, you will make a mess in the whole farm. That is why I want people to be informed. You know why you're planting the yam, why the yam should be covered on top, why you should put a stake to carry the yam, the stem of the yam. You get all this information, then you'll be a successful person. Success is not that difficult, my people. It's just that you have to be informed with the right, you have to get the right information, and then you will move. Please go ahead.
Interpretation of things you are seeing, which you need to understand, because they will come to haunt you in no time at all. There is a recent addition to the conditions the APC had placed on the pathway of their aspirants for who will become their candidate. That condition is that all aspirants on their platform, on the APC platform, will have to commit to preserving the 1999 Constitution if they manage to become candidate and win election. As innocuous as it may sound to you, because we all know that whoever wins the election will swear to defend and uphold the atrocious 1999 Constitution. But because of what Ninas has done, because of the onslaught against that Constitution by those who are choking under it, because of the determined push to take down that Constitution and end the unitary union anchored on it and go to transition, the proprietors of Nigeria, who also happen to be the proprietors of APC of now, are now trying to make assurance double that that constitution will not suffer if we go to this election, because there's this, convergence of demand against that constitution. The first big success of the Ninas Alliance is that a strong consensus has been built against the constitution that make the indigenous nationalities slaves in their land. The Jaw wants the constitution down. The Yoruba wants the constitution out. The Middle Belt wants the constitution defeated and removed. All of us, the owners of the lands that the world calls Nigeria and the assets in the lands, those who have been choking from the unitary impositions of the caliphate against all by way of that constitution, which came through decree number 24 of 1999. And so where we are now is that the apprehension has come to the point where the APC has put a condition that people must say to them in private, must commit, must covenant with them that that constitution will not be touched if they become president. If we take it further, we will then see that all this talk about consensus, they can't even get to primaries. They don't know how to get to election because the owners of the land say they don't want election. So they're eroding everybody, and they really don't know what to expect. And so we have to build on our successes of having delegitimized that constitution successfully. That constitution is dead. All the people who are hanging on it, all the things built on it, all the institutions built on it, including the claim that we submitted as sovereignty that is in the preamble, all of them are going down. That claim is going down. The second claim that we wrote the constitution is going down. The 36 states that they were indiscriminately created, and the 704 local government areas carved out to suck revenue to people who bring nothing to the table. All of those things are going down. The 68 items of exclusive list that seize the assets of the owners of the land, the oil and gas of Niger Delta, the ports of Lagos, the bitumen of Ondo, the limestone of Benue, all of the rights to even generate electricity, which is now confiscated by that exclusive list, the right to elect who will govern us, all those things are going down with that constitution. And so those who are heading to that election with the people inviting them, let it be made clear that it is a contestation between our sovereign retrieval of our sovereignty. Look at the map you see behind. Those who are holding us hostage in our ancestral lands, holding us in bondage via that constitution, are the ones dragging you to go to election to renew the life of that constitution, which is why the forces of heaven has also opened their mouth to tell everybody that that is their paramount concern, that that constitution must be saved. APC says their candidate must, the aspirant that will become candidate must covenant, must swear to them that he will not touch that constitution when he gets there, if he becomes president. I'm sure in the PDP circle, there will also, because the same caliphate control the two-party platforms, whether we want to tell ourselves the truth or not. And so I will not be surprised. This one is in the public space. I will not be surprised if there's a similar thing in PDP to say, assure us that you will not touch the constitution when you get there. Whereas the people being represented by these candidates are only after one thing now. The East, the West, the Middle Belt, everybody wants that constitution out of their lives. So why is it now a condition for the candidate that will go to election? Can we now see that that election is a make or mass, is a rendezvous for determining what will happen to this union of Nigeria? If we are stupid enough, like we said in a previous video, if those who are choking, those who have been rendered slaves under the constitution imposed by the caliphate, by the Fulani, if the rest of Nigeria will be stupid enough, will be reckless enough to go with them to election, you are being told by that condition, you are being told that we can give you power, but your sovereignty will remain detained. That's what the election of 2023 will represent if we go with them. Whereas our own salvation is in not going with them. Our own salvation is in saying to them, this constitution, whoever wins election will have to swear to govern by, to defend and govern by that constitution. Therefore, we will remain the slaves we are under that constitution. And so we are not going to any election. The salvation of the rest of Nigeria from the killings that are happening to them, from the mass expropriation that has happened to them, in which the federal government own all the federal government that is owned by the Fulani now own all their assets, in which their populace are being impoverished just by sheer expropriation of all of what represents economic assets. We already know that the ports, the oil and gas, the bitumen, and all the solid minerals in between. Even the power to refine petroleum products have all been confiscated, because I can buy petrol, I can buy crude oil and refine, but the Constitution of Nigeria says it is only the federal government that has the exclusive right to do that. I can organize my security. It's only that constitution that says I cannot touch gun. So how am I going to organize security against invaders, Fulani invaders?
All right, I posted the rest of this video on our Facebook platform. I like how Brother Tony said that if you go to that election, you're basically renewing your slavery. You're saying, I'm okay with continue to be your slavery. I'm okay with the arrangement made by the British colonial masters. I'm okay with the condition that I found myself. I'm okay with all the ill effect that is happening to me. That's basically what you're saying. And you can see that no amount of online videos and atrocious videos, egregious videos can make them come, because they watched you online when you promoted them and you say you wanted to be part of that electoral vote, and you went and you voted. So what you're telling the world is that you're okay with being a slave. That's a good one,
my dear. And for you to know how important this constitution is to them, APC had to put it down that you have to swear oath and sign to keep this constitution. My people, have you seen? Have we not been vindicated? Have you not seen that the only reason why Fulani is coming to your land to kidnap and kill you is because you subjected yourself to that 1999 constitution?
Yep.
That's what gives them rights to come to your land. That's what gives them right to steal your resources. Some people say, oh, why are you calling Fulanis? Understand this. It's not tribal thing. No. The caliphate came. They were not part of in the north. They came in the 1800s and came fighting jihad and conquered the Hausa people. That's how they came into the space of Nigeria. Why they were doing that? The Britain, white people, the white man came from the south, conquering the people from Yoruba. Somebody said I should not use Yoruba, I should use Oduduwa, Omo Oduduwa. Please, if we make mistake, correct us. You understand? Don't be angry with us. That's the way we told you people that we are Igbos. Don't call us Biafra. We are Igbos. And we have a jaw and all that. So please, let's begin to understand ourselves more. Because when we understand ourselves more, we can work together. We will work together. We are original. Me, I'm an Igbo woman. I can't be any other thing. And I'm not changing my name.
I'm original Igbo woman from Igbo nation. That's exactly me.
I asked my mother, I said, your people, at any time your ancestors, your father, your great-grandfather, your grandfather told you were Biafra? He said, no, I didn't hear about it until 1967. That's when we heard Biafra. I said, okay, thank you, ma. So please, you can answer what you want to answer. I'm talking about myself. little group of criminals and say that they will share these resources by themselves. And they changed the name to Nigeria. And they began to share the resources. Until today, they are sharing the resources. So now you have their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren killing you because the land belongs to them. And the 1999 Constitution is the visa, is the certificate, is the OIC. What do they call that thing that they use when you have a land that
occupancy?
That's the thing that shows that the land belongs to them. When you read it, the things inside it will tell you that no, my people, there's no way that my people would have made this document. And that's why I'm saying that so far, you continue to uphold that document, whether through your governors, your senators, your whatever, you are saying, I'm loyal to you, enslave me and my children. And there's nothing about it. The only thing you can do, you can run, run around. We are able, we are gallant men inside the bush.
Formidable.
Because they will bring their military and destroy you. All you need to do is to take away that document. But they're saying, if you want to come. So have you seen what we're telling you? That we, the people, want freedom. But our politicians want resources. Because the owners of Nigeria, we give them tumbo. It's sharing of cake. They will share and give Obi. They will share and give them. And then Obi will tell you, I don't have, hey.
Oh,
please,
I don't have anything. Sorry to interrupt you. The farmers, the Fulanese farmers refused to pay the loan back. Did you see it? That the financial minister was crying that they refused to pay the loan back. They said that the loan is national cake, that the loan they gave to them is their own. So they are not paying it back. And the animal came on air venting. They don't want to pay. The Fulani farmers don't want to pay their money back. Mumu, they just ate their cake. It's in the toilet.
Yes. The land belongs to them. You see them have carnival. You know they came to Abuja Transcorp Hilton to have 3 days carnival.
Wow.
Victory celebration. And they are inside with their cap and their Fulani cap and everything. Doing their
I don't know, but now they are in their nation.
Yes. Now. When they finished, they went to cow market, somewhere where Ruga side Abuja, somewhere in Abuja there. And to now do the reception and the proper celebration and eating and dining and whining. And my people say they're not seeing this thing. Okay, we'll show you again this video because our own is to show you and tell. These things, they're not coming from us. That's why we don't keep you here just talking. We show you evidence so that you understand what we're saying. So these are the people that shared Nigeria. See how they shared the cake. Shared it. Why would people be fighting? Why would indigenous people be fighting themselves? Because they have shared the cake. Look at the people that share the cake and they want to be presidents. Their children want to be president. Their friends, their uncles, their associates want to be president of Nigeria.
Hey. They are born to rule, my dear. Don't get it twisted.
Yes. So if they are not ruling directly, they will bring their friends or one mumu that is making himself as if he's a saint to come and rule. Meanwhile, they have brought you inside to give instruction on what to do. And you cannot do otherwise. Why? The land belongs to them. Please go ahead, my sister.
If only the people call by his name. Oh, what did I do?
So you see how your properties were shared, your resources were shared. So that those of you that are jumping up and down, election. You came late. They have shared it.
They have their 160 million PVCs. Yep. They're in democracy. They are playing the game. They know it. You know, what are you going to do? We are 160 million. You guys are 40 million. Your 40 million will never equate to 160 million. Okay. You understand?
Okay, chase. Bam. No, I am not read this. No, I all the time.
Sure that Atiku and PDP are after. taking and converting Nigeria's assets and commonwealth. Between 1979 and 1998, Nigeria invested about $100 billion to establish public enterprises. 16 years of PDP and Atiku ensured these assets were sold for a meager $1.6 billion to themselves and their cronies at ridiculously giveaway prices. Obasanjo and Atiku sold the Aluminium Smelter Company of Nigeria, Alscon, Ikotabasi, worth $3.2 billion for a paltry sum of $130 million. They also sold Delta Steel Company worth $1.5 billion to a company that did not participate in the bidding process for $30 million. NITEL was stripped bare of its multi-billion-dollar assets by companies masquerading as genuine investors but were basically fronts for successive PDP government officials. The racket involving NITEL's assets was the subject matter of the criminal investigation of U.S. Congressman Jefferson's bribe to Atiku when he was vice president that culminated in his conviction by an American court. Name them all: African Petroleum, Nikon Insurance, the power distribution companies, all sold to cronies for peanuts. All these enterprises are inefficient and have sacked a lot of workers without pension. Abubakar Atiku, the man who superintended over the failed and corrupt privatization process between 1999 and 2007, has promised to sell the NNPC if he becomes president.
The long and short story is that I am committed to privatizing the NNPC. I said it.
The question is to whom and at what cost? Without a doubt, it is clear that Atiku and PDP want to come back to continue from where he stopped in 2007. Atiku is after buying NNPC for himself, using cronies who would milk this valuable national asset dry.
Are my friends not entitled to be rich?
Hey!
And live
National
in
cake
ways
now.
as they have done to previously privatized companies. Nigerians, be wise.
My dear, you know, they're so, I don't know more church, Hannah. I don't know which one is keeping them so demented.
No, it's
Should I
not
say delirious?
That's what we said. The church people stop teaching our people to be stupid, because there's something that you're teaching our people that is making them not to be logical and reason properly. This is PDP, but you know that all the people in PDP are the ones that moved to APC. So both APC and PDP, they are the same. There's no difference. Just change uniform. One is wearing knicker and trouser. I mean, wearing top and knicker. The other one is wearing t-shirt and trouser. There's no difference. So you are jumping up and down and allowing them to fool you. Onye meruni here.
Ewo.
Who did this to you? Please share this information. Share this information, because when we keep saying that information is power, you don't guys start carrying gun and bullets and going around looking for who to shoot. Who do you know is your enemy? You guys start killing a woman that is selling rice because she's the one that she didn't sit at home. And we're saying this thing to our sons. Those people that are on top of that are abusing Urumiri, thinking that that is freedom. You are only an agent to our enemy, the main enemy. By killing your own people and kidnapping them, that is not how we're going to win this war. You know what? This war, we don't even need guns and bullets to win it. I'm telling you. Ask yourself now, go to Congo. All over place in Africa, are they not shooting guns and using bullets to kill themselves? War, all sorts of war. Have they solved any problem? Even in South Africa, they use guns and bullets for 50 years. Did they solve anything? It was until Oliver Tambo and Nelson Mandela, these are two lawyers, they found out that what was the problem was the constitution, the apartheid constitution. And they now concentrated their energy on pulling it down. And it took them 28 years to do that job. So that constitution was in place for 80 years before they brought it down. The same thing in Chile, because the military constitution was up to about 40 years before they realized, oh, this is what is, because you know what? Constitution is the nation. That's the document that everything that will happen to you will flow from. So why not put your energy on that? You can see your enemy has said, you must not touch this. No, anything you're doing, you can do campaign, do anything you want to do. But this constitution must be preserved. Why are they preserving it, my people? Can we reason together? Let's reason together. And some people's problem is, how can we pull it down? Some people have been talking about constitution. How did they pull it down? Please stop showing your ignorance. We need you to stop dying. We need you to calm down. Understand who your enemies are. We are telling you that those politicians pulling you to go and vote, to go and sing for them, that they are the criminals that the enemy is using to rob you, take your assets, that the loaf of bread that your father bought for you and your siblings, you only have one slice to share. That is why you're fighting. That is why your neighbor is raping your child. That is why criminals are everywhere. Criminality will increase because there's no job. People are hungry. So people want to eat themselves. You hear all sorts of evil. Anything you hear, these are just the symptoms of the same disease.
Yep.
If you treat the disease, the symptoms will disappear. They were busy running around, rubbing pancake with symptoms. Hey, people today say it's Peter Obi. Tomorrow is Atiku. Tomorrow is
Tommy. Tomorrow is this one.
People, their eyes, when you look through the glasses they are wearing, you can see your head big. Let me see what happened. Okay, look at why the dollar go up to 605 even. Because the politicians bought them up so that they can share both the fake one and the real one. They will share in their primaries. This is logic, my people. This is not far-fetched. Just put on your thinking cap and begin to look.
Yep.
Because they have been doing, the more you look, the less you see. But we are here to help you so that the more you look, the more you see. Because when you see, your brain will begin to function properly. It is doable. Please go ahead, my sister.
It is sad. Let me pull up the next video. We have this brother that is claiming that he was kidnapped. And before we even play this video, sister, I thought there was one emperor that had these people in the forest so that bad things. No, I'm confused though.
They said there are gallant men in the bush.
Where are these gallant men when everything else is happening in the bush? All the kidnappings, we've heard that they ended up in the bush. I thought there was some people we are promoting and engaging and clapping for and giving money to put men in the bush.
Millions of dollars. To put gallant men.
Where are the men in the bush when all this mayhem is happening? What happened to the men in the bush?
Men in the bush have entered inside the women's bedroom to eat their rice and take some urumiri. And then when they come out on one day, they'll say, sit at home. We are men in the bush. And then they'll be walking like this with Isi Zalaza. Hey, you see Koha, Hanaga, killing our women and children and raping them. Gallant men. You see how you're deceiving yourself? We told you will be exposed. This man, his experience has exposed you. You gallant men in the bush. And all of you contributing money and in the whatever, manding on a Finland, manding on a Landfin, manding on a Paris, all social media warriors gathering money for the gallant men to protect the bushes. Say, no more Fulanis in the bushes. They are all gone. We have driven them away. Thank God for the emperor that came. We drove them away. So which ones kidnapped this man now? They are even doing bazaar inside the bush. Going, 10 million, going, 100 million, going, 150 million, going, Obrugoya, bazaar.
Oh my goodness.
Our people want us to begin to reason. That's the only reason we'll come here. We want to be logical. We know what the problem is.
Dysfunctional people.
So let's not complicate it by lying, by using propaganda. We only complicate the issues. We know what the issues are. And Ninas from 20 years have warned us that the Fulanese caliphate, they are coming. Strategically coming. They're not coming anyhow. They planned. It's dimensional strategy. Madame Goteo, Ma Atiku, Ma Ndi Nona Busho. We told you here in this show, we have shown that they have Fulani in the home and Fulani in the bush. They divided themselves into two. The Fulani elites are coming through the political system, but the Fulani bush, they call them the ones that the headsmen, they are in the bush. So when these people will do, then these people will bring them. They know where they are. El Rufai told us how he went to all the places to go and give them money to come and tell them when to come and told them not to come again. Don't come on Monday, come on Tuesday. If you come on Tuesday, we tell our military to go home and sleep while you come in and kill our people. And we know these things. We have the details. And there's also a strategy, a solution, very robust solution to take care of it. But when you add lies, propaganda, criminality to it, you are complicating our issues. The little gunpowder we have to fight, you will water it down and make a whole mess of everything. And yet you're not even able to defend your people. But if you can listen and understand, you see, we will be more powerful and then we will win this battle. I thought you were playing our man that was saying that they kidnapped him. Anyway, they've seen the picture. So,
yes, yeah.
So no need to play. And they have seen the video too. So no need to waste time playing where he's selling there. I hit my eye on the tree. But you people are the church people that we have been speaking to. Say, come, this thing is going to happen. Rather than follow a strategy that works, you decided to go and be singing online, holy, 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 your name and your name. You know what I'm saying? As big as you are, you live in Lagos, but you see, they've kidnapped you because you have to come home. Have you seen what we're telling the church? That you will be the victim of the evil that you're doing. You are the ones promoting these politicians. Mbaka, good luck is bad luck. Buhari is Buhari us. He's bringing good luck. Have you seen Buhari and his cousins? They have come to kidnap your colleague. And very soon, Mbaka, they will kidnap you too.
Amen.
Because if they kidnap Mbaka, they will get 200 million.
400 million easy.
Mbaka will cost 200 million. Go and look for him. Find a way to get him. They will give you 200 million. And within 2 days, the church raised 100 million. The church that we have been calling that, see, this strategy, we need this work, we need to execute it to save the people. But you are able and fast to contribute 200 million to save one man.
And our people are dying of hunger.
And our people are dying of hunger. And we need less than that to save the whole people. But now you have contributed 100 million to save one man. You see what you said, that your deception will backfire on you. Everyone, one by one.
Amen.
One by one, it will backfire on you. Whether you are the one supporting the criminal politicians or you're the one supporting the bandits, your deception will come on you. Now we want to play this video for you to know that the security agencies know what is going on. It's not surprising to them. They know, because these things are not hidden. They know. Listen to this man, John Boo, he calls his name. He's the I don't know what that's a CSP, the RR commander or something, RRS commander, you know. So they know the truth, and you listen to him. And we are saying nothing should happen to this man. Oh. Let's warn all those Fulani people wearing Nigerian army uniform. Nothing should happen to this man, because we are getting there. Eventually, the security agencies in the alliance territory, we have to stand up and defend the land, because you cannot be a security agency and you're working for Fulanis, and Fulanis are killing us. We will soon, very soon, our people. Okay, let me just take it easy. But the security agencies in the alliance territory, it is your responsibility to protect the people. It is your responsibility. So please listen to this man. Go ahead, my sister. He says his name is John Boo.
John won't get that right.
Madam Kebefi.
My name is CSP John Boo. I'm the commander of the response squad, Abia State. I was sent here by the Commissioner of Police 2 days ago to come and assist the people of Isochi to do away with all these kidnappers, the Fulanis who are kidnapping our people. Our people that are coming home, they are kidnapping them. We are not happy about it. Yesterday night, I sent my man to Kariki, this cattle market. They go there to spend money. After kidnapping our people, they will collect ransom, they will go and spend it there. The army are not helping us. You people will stay with us. We will receive the people there.
Should I go ahead?
Yes.
You see, they know the truth. And he said, it's the Fulanese. This is going to some of our brothers whom have been paid by the Fulani federal government to speak lies against our people, saying that Fulanese are not coming. It is not fair. Stop it. As mothers, we talk to you. You have a conscience. Stop it. We are saying that your voting cannot stop the Fulanese from coming. They're already in the land because the land belongs to them. It was given over to them.
Under this 1999 constitution.
Yes, under 1999 constitution. They have taken it before you wake up. They took it before you woke up. They planned with Britain and they took it. While Britain is taking what is under the ground, they're taking what is on top. They shared it. So you see, the votes will not chase them away. It's that thing that is giving them the right to come into your land that you need to take away. You heard there's a report on a Nigerian Tribune yesterday. That was this man, Sheikh Gumi. He's saying that Buhari must appease Fulanese before leaving office. Sheikh Gumi, he said Buhari must appease Fulanese before leaving office. He said that the bandits deserve some treatment as Niger Delta militants.
Wow.
This is what Sheikh Gumi is saying on newspaper. He's not even hiding to say it. So what we're saying is true. He said that they feel disappointed by Buhari because that you see there was the video that video that is going around, that Methodist man bishop that they kidnapped, that they told him that if they catch Buhari they will chew him, because we told you that you have the Fulani elites and those in the bush, so they divided themselves to take our land. So those elites are the ones that will open door for them to come in. So Buhari, that's why you saw Buhari up to 4 times. He was coming to become president of Nigeria. As I said, people are saying, what did Buhari forget in Aso Rock that he is fighting and crying must come? The last one before this one that he won, he shed tears on TV. He was crying profusely. Why? What was making Buhari to cry? That he lost an election. Why? These are the things we want our people to be asking, especially those that are dragging us into this politics and thinking that our problem is not that we don't know how to do politics. We're saying first thing first. Your land has been taken over by your enemy. The land has been taken from you. You need to get the land back, and then you can do whatever you want to do. So Sheikh Gumi is saying, and you know these Fulanis, they don't miss words. That's one thing about them. When Buhari said baboons and monkeys will soak in blood, did you not see baboons and monkeys soaking blood? When Buhari said, I will spread Sharia all over in everything that is within me, I will make sure that Sharia is spread all over Nigeria. Are you not seeing it going up and down? Are you not seeing it spread in Imo State, everywhere? Are you not seeing it? They don't play with words. These people don't play with words. That's why they do what they do, and they do it openly. So the ones in the bush are feeling disappointed because by their calculation, when Buhari came, Buhari was supposed to bring in the Ruga, use Ruga to officialize their coming in, to make it official. So Buhari did everything possible. He tried to use executive order to take over our forest reserves and convert them to Ruga. because of the work of Ninas, they were exposed and our people challenged them. And then he used your brother Osibanjo, that one that you people are looking at, and always use these people that look like saints, people that look like as if they are dropping from heaven. They are evil. So they use Osibanjo, they try to use Osibanjo to launch what you call national livestock. Just like they used Obasanjo to introduce Sharia law in 12 northern states. Which you know that those 12 northern states, they are trying to cede them to Niger Republic. That's why you see them building train, connecting them to Niger Republic. These people have gone far, and we want you to open your eyes and understand what you're seeing. So eventually what they did was to give them the shooting ranges. You know, in every Nigerian military barrack, you have shooting range behind them. So that shooting range is what they now gave to them. That's why, like in that video we didn't play, the bishop owned, he said that he looked and saw a lot of cows, that the military was in front and he saw a lot of cows behind. Yes, those places are the shooting range. They're supposed to be the shooting ranges for the military, Nigerian military. So those people are there. That's why they are being protected. They are now using it to do it, like they're taking it by force as their own Ruga. Since Buhari did not succeed in all the things he had planned to do with them. Why? Because people are understanding. We are opening people's eyes to understand what is going on. So that is the base of what is going on. Now, if this is the problem, why do you not think that how to solve it is to bring another Fulani man to become the president of Nigeria?
How?
Or to bring the one that is not Fulani, but is a stooge. That the one that while he was vice president, he could not even do anything. He was just doing like houseboy, boy. If they choose him to now succeed Buhari, it will be continuation of Fulani agenda. Fulani is not trying to give up. They might suspend for...
And they're not hiding it.
And they're not hiding it. This is their mission, and they're coming and they're not looking at your face. So listen to this man again to see the next thing. That plan, we told you that they have 3 major plans. Nina's told you, A, B, C. This election is the 3rd plan. The first and second are the ones that are really looking at. This election is just to keep you busy because you people like to be victimized. So they keep you busy with it. And you are jumping up and down, like my sister will say. You are 40 million. And then these people say that 160 million, which is a lie. But that is what they have printed. The cards they have printed. So with that card, it will enter anyhow. If you want to do it online, if you want to do it whatever, they have moved ahead. Okay, let me give you another example. You see the NIN, the identification process going on, that NIN number. You know, during this work, they placed Nigeria under, America placed Nigeria under a country of particular concern and gave them certain conditions that they need to do it to, it will help them to fight terrorism. And then that will make America to take Nigeria serious in this fight against terror. What did Nigerian Fulani government do? They moved fast. You see, America has said they have to get like some kind of number, like social security number that we call here. So they use it to identify citizens. What did Fulani government do? They moved fast and moved their citizens during COVID. They moved Fulanis into Nigeria and gave them that NIN number that you, a citizen, does not even have.
You don't even have it.
So they made Pantami to be in charge of it. Have you seen what we're telling people, that these people are ahead? They're not ahead because they're more intelligent than you. They're ahead because they don't make noise and you make too much noise. My people, I'll tell you the truth. You make too much noise. Your noise is too much. Because you see, when you're talking pra, your brain does not function. But if you calm down, you begin to think. You are able to do this thing, my people. You're strong enough to do this. You are intelligent enough to do this thing. But there's too much distraction. You are being distracted. A lot of things are distracting you. And that's why we say we need to cut down on distractions so that we can focus where we're going. Listen to this man. You see their next plan.
Regarding the statement by Mr. President addressing the governors that there should be reciprocity. The reciprocity in this respect means he gave the governors free hand to choose their successors in their respective states. And likewise, they should not interfere with his choice of his own successor. And I think that is only fair. The fairness meaning he has started a program from 2015, and some of these programs would last until well after this administration. So it's only sensible that Mr. President be allowed to choose somebody he believes would continue with what he... Regarding the statement by Mr. President.
Did you hear what he said? This is, he said, like...
They're waiting for God to come down from heaven with his wings and show it. They will never come out of it. Go ahead.
The man said, like, what you talk of, that's what he just said.
It's not even you choosing now. Also, Buhari chooses who will represent.
So he said that first of all, that Buhari is giving the governors the right to choose their successors. And if he gives them the right to choose their successors, that they too should reciprocate by giving him the right to choose his successor. He has a kingdom. We have now entered monarchy. The upper kingdom kind of name. When you finish, you choose your successor. He said there are certain things he started from 2015 that he wants to finish. That is killing you. He started killing you people from northeast, northwest, setting up IDPs to put your people there. So he needs to finish it because he needs to enter southeast and enter southwest. You know, he hasn't entered southwest. It's now in southeast. See how this killing started. What we're telling people that the killing is the same. Sometimes they will use your own people to kill your people, but it's the same project. It's just that the people doing the killing will not know that the person on top that they're working under is being used by the same group of people. These people try to be very intelligent, but we are more intelligent than they are. We warned you people. Is the same people. They will use different groups. Like during the war, I give you an example. The 1967-70 Biafran genocide. Was it the Fulani that came directly to kill you? They used middle belts. And they made your Oduduwas to make policies. Of course, people have apologized for all that, but I'm just using it as an example. So the killing went 2015, northeast, northwest, then enter middle belt. From middle belt, it entered southeast. The killing machine is now in southeast. From southeast, there was little in south-south, then southwest. It's going to make a round. It's going to make a round. It's going to enter southwest. If southwest does not wake up now. You see all those political things going on in southwest. Tinubu, I will get angry. If they don't vote for me, I will become Igboho. I will become this. You become nothing. The highest you do is kill your people. That's highest.
Yep.
Because so far you are under 1999 Constitution. Once you move anyhow, you see anyhow, and your people will die for it. Killing is killing. They just want blood. Irrespective of who is doing the killing. They will organize. The people doing the killing themselves down will not even know that the people on top are agents of the enemy they are fighting. That's how complicated this thing is. And then somebody will say, so what do we do? How do we go forward? Because like we tell you, every time we come here, we tell you the problems. We do not leave you there. We'll show you how it will be fixed. We are all for solution. How do we fix this dysfunctionality that we are talking about? Let's listen to our able general, General Odumogu Ojukwu. For those that don't know him, this is the man that saw tomorrow. And he was part of Nina's before he passed on. He was part of Nina's. He was very much involved in Nina's because it was done underground. So you listen, when you hear him, you know is something he's saying, he's passing a message to our people for you to show what he was doing underground. Listen to him. Thank you.
We have tried to live a Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people, and still we have the same problems reoccurring. Perhaps the time has come to revisit the very foundations of Nigeria.
The time has come to revisit the very foundation of Nigeria. And that is what Ninas is doing. Revisiting the foundation of Nigeria. Asking yourself, how was this union formed? Who formed it? For who? And for what purpose? Because we can see that the union is so dysfunctional. It's not serving the purpose the people thought it should serve. Meaning it was not meant for the people. It was made for the land grabbers, both white and black land grabbers. Why are they interested in your land? Because of the resources in your land. That's why they do policies that will send you out of the land. Sometimes people say, oh, you people are living in Igbo land. What you should ask yourself is, the right question is, why are people living Igbo land? If your people were comfortable, do you think they would leave the land? Then you now ask, so who is making Igbo land uncomfortable for the Igbo people? How did Igbo people scatter all over the world? Is it because they love gyrating? What you will ask is, when they scatter, what were they looking for? They were looking for greener pastures. So how can the people that live in a land full of resources, a land flowing with milk and honey, be scattering all over the world looking for resources? Who took their resources? Who is mismanaging their resources? Who is sending Igbo people, for instance, away from their land? Is the people that want the resources in the land. And there are two groups. The white man coming from Great Britain and the black man coming from Caliphate, Fulani. They're coming closer to now take it physically, because that was the agreement. The agreement was that Britain will take the resources under the ground. Caliphate, the Fulanis, will live on top of the land. But for them to live on top of the land, they need to kill the people on the land or send them away from the land so that they will take over. And of course, you know China is by the side, because that one, China is coming to eat both the bone, eat the
the carcass, everything.
In the China, all resources, you human being, aboba agata, isi agata. That one is caterpillar. But something is opening door to them. Your land was meant to be dysfunctional. They made your land to be part of a dysfunctional union so that they will have access to your resources.
Yep, quite strategic.
Very strategic. How do you solve this? Is it by going to get another head slave to manage you or mismanage you, if you will? No. The solution is to remove that document that has given them, like they call it C of O. Yes, Nigerians call it C of O. The land document that gives them ownership to your land when it should be yours. That's what we want to get. And we say, when you get it, you can now start politics. And anybody telling you, vote me in so that I will restructure. Once you are voted in, you will swear to uphold the 1999 Constitution. there's nothing else you can do. That's over. So anybody that wants to bring change for you, the real change that we're talking about has to do it before the election. It has to be before this election. That's it. Go ahead, please, Sister Mona.
I'd like one more something to caution us about concerning the things that are happening. We set out about 22 years ago, by the time the 1999 Constitution came in, to work out something we used to dismantle it and incapacitate those who impose it or not from being able to prevail. We've succeeded, and the only thing remaining is for us to operationalize that victory. That's what we rolled out the constitutional force majeure in December of 2020 to begin to do. 1 year and a few months down the road, we can all see that there's nothing that is going to save that constitution. There's nothing that's going to preserve that caliphate as the masters in the slave camp called Nigeria beyond this round. And so there's something that is going on, and we considered it necessary. We had to look at it a whole number of times, and the decision was taken a few days ago to bring it to the public knowledge and to remove the controversies that could come from it up front. And it has to do with this question of our sovereignty or our quest for power. Is it to govern Nigeria? Is it to become president of Nigeria and hold power for 4 years or at most 8 years under this constitution that make us slaves no matter who is president? Was that what we set out to do in the alliance we built? I can answer authoritatively, no. It is to recover our sovereignty, our self-determination, and our right to manage our affairs. Whether we remain in federation or we dismantle the federation because we can't find a common ground into independent units, whatever is going to be end product must be on account of our self-determination, meaning that we'll go to referendum. Every other thing, those who are calling about whose turn it is to preside over the crime called Nigeria, preside over the rape that Nigeria has become, preside over the criminal enterprise that Nigeria has become under the fraudulent constitution of 1999, all of those who are debating that are completely, operating outside what we're doing. And the reason we had to bring that to our notice at this time is that there is this South and Middle Belt Leadership Forum. It appears that their paramount concern had been how to get the turn of the South to be president. That's not our campaign. But it also appears that there's a deliberate design to present our alliance, as the ones pursuing that power, failing which we will now get angry and go our way. Let nobody mix up the narrative. We set out from the first day to pursue the dismantling of the constitution, the constitutional structures of Nigeria that is so lopsided. That was what we set out to do. That's what we are still doing. That's where we are going. We've never turned left or right. So those who are also presenting that alliance of the South and Middle Belt as pursuing power, their turn at power, are on a totally different campaign. The reason we have to make this broadcast is that they are going to their primaries in the days to come. We are hearing about consensus. All kinds of things will happen after the primaries, and people will begin to come back to their senses. That it is the structure, the constitutional structure of Nigeria, that is the urgent question to be resolved, not who will govern. The engine of Nigeria is knocked. So it's not the driver we're looking for. I'm quoting Peter Obi now. I do not know what has changed from what he saw when he first said this to now that he's offering himself as driver to lead us, to carry us to El Dorado. But P2B aside, and all of those who are throwing all kinds of things, let it be clear that the reason, the objective of NINAS is to take down the constitution that is not working for anybody. That is the Nigerian Indigenous Nationalist Alliance for Self-Determination, as you see in this map, the South and Middle Belt particularly, are the ones, their pursuit is the dismantling of the unworkable unitary constitution into a transition that will rework, that will midwife the referendums and all the reworking according to that the 5 points of proposition contained in the December 16 Constitutional Force Majeure Proclamation. Still there. Everybody can go to see it at www.ninasvoice.org. Go to check those 5 points. Our pursuit is to dismantle that constitution. And it didn't start last night. It started right from the time the constitution was imposed in 1999. It went through 5 phases. We saw Pronaco conference. We saw the MNN that challenged the basis of the constitution in 2007. We then saw the solemn assemblies of the Lower Niger, the Yoruba, and the Middle Belt between 2015, 2017, and 2018. And then the Freedom Park Proclamation of December 11 in 2018, before the grand finale, we call the Constitutional Force Majeure, December 16, 20. So we are saying this so that nobody comes to shift the goalposts or water down or distort our campaign. Those who are going to lose out in the primaries, in the electoral contest, they chose to go when we were telling them not to go. They didn't listen to us. Those who will come from that, who will come out with broken head and broken limbs, and now come to say that it is because they did not give them their turn to preside over.
All right, I'll post the rest of this video on our Facebook platform.
He said they will come with broken heads and broken limbs because we want them not to go. Then we will go. Go ahead, please, sister.
No, go ahead, my dear. It's okay.
We have said everything that it's time to operationalize the Constitutional Force Majeure. We told our people that Constitutional Force Majeure that was done 16th December 2020 was for you. And all you need to do is to understand it. Sometimes some people think that, NINAS is a political group or is an organization. I don't join. No, you see, we all know what our problems are. You all know it. How do you now operationalize your grievances? How do you now get that thing you're looking for? What is the formula on the table? Every other thing you're doing is agitation. Whether you are to do this, you're this, it is not a formula to deliver you. Every other thing is saying, I'm aggrieved. I want my resources. I want my land. Okay, after all that agitation, what formula do you now use to solve the problem? That NINAS is that formula on the table. We want to appreciate some people that are, our brother is watching from Indonesia. Our brother Peter is saying good night. That's it. So good night to you also. And then we have our brother Obido Bienu. We appreciate you. Our brother Isi Momodu. Our sister, is our brother Nwajioha Shibweze. He's watching from, I've forgotten where he said he's watching from. So we appreciate you. Some of you are just coming for the first time. Those that are coming for the first time, thank you. You're welcome. Our broadcast is informative. Share it and then go to our website also, Daughters of Truth website, ninasvoice.org, and then you get more information. Then somebody said something, said Mbaka has changed. No, we are not saying about whether it's changing. Well, like, you say Buhari will kill us and then you change. That's not the issue. You have caused damage. How do you fix the damage that you caused? That's the type of change we're talking about. It's not change of like, maybe they didn't give you the money, you agreed with them. and then you start saying the other way. No, that's not the type of change we are talking about. We are talking about being part of the solution. And when you are part of the solution, we will see it. It will be obvious to everyone. Because the first thing you will do is that you will try to understand this formula, this Nina's proposition. It needs to be understood. Because sometimes when people want to talk about it, they say, oh, constitution amendment, because that's not what we're saying. Some people say, oh, let's form alliance and go win the election. That's not what we're saying. That's what the last video we tried to explain to our people. If you don't understand the proposition, you'll be making mistakes and saying what we did not say you should say.
Causing more confusion.
Causing more confusion.
Among dysfunctional people.
Among dysfunctional people. You can imagine. People already demented, all sorts of dysfunctionality. Then you now cause more confusion. Have you seen that you're causing more trouble? You're not part of the solution. You're part of the problem. So please, if you don't understand, calm down and try to understand what Nina's proposition is. Don't try to mess it up. Because if you try to mess it up, it will not stop us from working. We are here. There are other team members that do not come up in public. We are bigger than you can imagine. But it's just that because of the nature of the work, you cannot bring everybody to open because you endanger them unnecessarily. So the people that are supporting the work are more than you can imagine. It's just that the work does not need noise making. It needs brain. It's more brain. So those of you that you want to say something and you say the wrong thing, you're not helping. And you know, when you cause that confusion, it's not Nina's that it will affect. It will affect your own people. If you can cause confusion between the understanding of proposition, for instance, if it's Oduduwa people that you went and told them what Nina's is not saying, they will be the one to be endangered. And when breaking head comes, it's their head that will be broken. Who caused it? Is you that went to tell the people the wrong thing. If you are from Ijaw Nation and you refuse to understand what Nina's is proposing and go and teach your people the wrong thing, they will make the wrong move and then they will have their head. They are the one that will receive knock on the head. If you are from Igbo Nation and you refuse, you were called to come and handle the media aspect of this work. Rather than handle the media aspect and explain to our people, you lied to our people, brought brought propaganda, brought lies because you want to make yourself alpha and omega. Guess what? Who is dying now? Your people. That was being killed. Because when you don't have the right information, you will make the wrong move. It's like we are all monkeys, for instance. When you raise your head up as a monkey, bullet will hit your head. Boa. But if you keep your head down within the alliance, you see, we'll be moving small, like submarine. It's like that. There's a war they fought. Is it Hiroshima War that the soldiers were under the water and we were using pipe to breathe. And the US military came inside, not knowing that the water was full of soldiers. That's like submarine. They were under that water, armed and ready, but they were breathing. Once the whole military entered inside, they all came out, ambushed them, and conquered them. And the America lost so many soldiers in that war. So you have strategies. Noise making is not part of this war strategy. I beg you. Dissemination of wrong information is not part of war strategy.
Nope.
Saying things that you cannot do, as if you can do it, is not part of war strategy. Making noise, gallant men, gallant women, we are online soldiers.
We are formidable.
Yes. In the middle of night, of you to go and sleep as a young girl. You'll be up in the night talking, now gossiping through the night. A child that is 30 will look like 50. You think that is what it requires? No. Please stop. Get the right information so that you become useful for your own people. I'm not saying for my people. I'm becoming useful for my people. I'm an Igbo woman and I say it every day. I'm becoming useful. We work, my sister Emona and I, we do beyond what you see on here. We are with our people. We are working on the ground with our people. And it's your own responsibility to go and meet your people. Educate them. Take this information to them. Those of you that are in churches, get your church leaders to stop explaining the Bible that they do not understand, because I listen to some of them, I realize that they don't even understand what they're trying to teach the people. They just want to use the Bible to do people and make money from them. Call them, tell them to come and understand Nina's proposition so that they will use that one to save the people in their churches. Those of you fake NGOs, if it's not NGO of women being raped, if you're NGO of this, you are just taking advantage of the situation. But if you can assist in solving the problem, everybody will be happy. Some of you are running schools, some of you are in universities, the legal department in some universities. There's our brother that did one wonderful work. We will release the video eventually when Nina's is ready. He's not even a lawyer, but he went to the legal department of one of the universities to educate the lawyers, because we want, imagine if we have a community of informed lawyers, this battle will be over, because they will take over from, because this part of what we're saying is under jurisprudence. So it's not under charge and bell law. No, that law that you come, charge and bell. Somebody slap somebody, somebody knock somebody, say, I will bail you, I will charge you. No, it's beyond that. This one is jurisprudence. That's science of law. I like science. You know why I like science? Science is constant. It has a standard operation. So if the conditions are set in my room, that thing I produced, I'll be able to produce it in Sister Mona's room if the same conditions are presented.
Very logical.
Very logical. There's no cheating in it. No no magic. It's very logical. And that is what science of law is all about. You need to understand how the law came about. Constitution, how did they make it? Who makes it? What is it for? All these things, you don't learn it from under mango tree type of law. That type of law that you do under mango tree where you're eyeing the girlfriend by the side. No.
Or promoting online countries.
Or promoting online countries. So you're making so much noise. Or meanwhile, all your noise is in WhatsApp, in online. UN does not know what you're doing because you cannot even approach UN, because as far as they're concerned, it's terrorism and it's all those stuff, and you're proving it. So we don't want people moving up and down and doing the wrong thing. Please share this video to your friends, to your colleagues, to your church members, to your NGOs, to everything. We can work as a team, but we need to be informed. If we are not informed, you see, you will be doing harm. Meanwhile, in your mind, you want to do the right thing. But because you don't have the right information, you will open mouth and be saying what does not make sense. Confusing people. Confusing the already confused, dysfunctional people. Please, let's stop it. Thank you, Sister Mona. Go ahead, please.
Oh, thank you. So you can call in. That's our number there if you have some contribution to do. The good thing is that we have a proposition on the table. The Nina's movement has been established for us to take and understand what he's saying and just move with it. So in that case, nobody will come and deceive us, no matter how nice they are. They even go to Rome and kneel down and kiss the backhand of Pope. They have done all kinds of stuff. They use Jesus, they use juju, they use hunger, they used it all to get us not to reason. But Nina's has done the work. This is one of the breakdowns that we put on Lower Niger Congress Facebook, so that you begin to understand this. And it doesn't require you to read a long document. Just this is 5 lines. He says here, why the fraudulent 1999 Constitution must go down. He says that the imposed 1999 Constitution is the source of our miseries and enables insecurity. Through a fraud, its life is renewed by election, since the winner swears an oath to uphold and defend it. All political parties, new and old, are traitors whose assignment is to renew the life of that 1999 Constitution by going for an election. All political parties are guilty because they subscribe to the sham 1999 Constitution. To free ourselves, we must break this cycle of renewal by halting preparation for election 2023. So it's not that difficult. So go in there. It's not a huge document that you have to read every day. Our team breaks it down so that you can understand it in simple sentences and understand what you need to do. If not, God is not coming. Rapture is not coming. World War 20, even if it comes, the world will continue to exist. The new generation will say they were stupid people from 300 years ago. This is how stupid they are. That's all it's going to do. This is the strategy on the table. Let's move with it so that we can get somewhere. And this is even the beginning. We haven't even gotten our nation, and we're already behind. So the earlier we understand this thing, the earlier we'll begin work. If not, blood of monkeys and baboons will flow on the street, and Buhari and his people will keep it moving. So if not, we'll see you guys next week. Please help us to share this information with other people. Explain it to people in your groups. You're already in church groups, you're already in your village groups, you're already in all kinds of groups. Explain it to them. Ask them, do they know what is 1999 Constitution and how it's causing us to live in another man's country for 30 years? I promise you, a lot of people that came here came. My husband said they came here to study so they can go back. That's how, when they came here, they weren't able to buy homes. The Indians were buying homes, relaxing in America. Everybody was trying to rush home and go back, only for your parents to say, don't even bother coming back. There's no job for you. So you're not here by accident. You're here because Nigeria chased you down. I mean, chased you out. They chased you out of your line so they can steal your resources. So we need to do better. We need to do better. This fight is ours, so it's not going anywhere. So don't think you will sleep and pretend and do online fighting and think, no, no, this thing is for us. There's a reason why this thing is waking up now in our turn, in our generation, in our time.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody else is going to fight this war. So begin now to do your push-ups, begin now to take your vitamins, go to the gym, start pumping iron, I don't know, run early in the morning. The work is for us and nobody else is going to do it. So don't get it twisted. Go ahead, sister.
Yeah, Brother Bid said, I'm not a monkey. Yes, I'm not a baboon. Yes, you are not, Brother Bid. It was just an analogy. As you know, when one there's a way my people say it, like where the monkey just.
What does he mean? He's not a primate. And didn't they just kidnap a primate, his brother, the other day?
Oh, no. My dear, thank you so much, our people. We appreciate you, and it's a joy to come and discuss with us because we know that our people are intelligent people. Actually, we know what happened. We know that they use disinformation to destroy us and all that, and that's why we come here. We are committed to what we're doing because we know that if our people will know the truth, hey Jehovah, if my people will know the truth, just my people alone, just Ndi Igbo alone. If Ndi Igbo will know and understand the truth, the world will be something else. So that's why we're committed to this. We're not giving up. We are mothers. We come here every Saturday speaking the truth. That's why we're called daughters of truth. We will not give you lies. We will not give you propaganda. We will verify our information. We will do our researches through the week. That's why we don't do our show every day and every weekend. We are mothers.
Talking any kind of place.
Exactly. We are mothers, we work and all that. We have to take care of our families and everything. So we don't have that time to come every day. Hey, 30 minutes, we just come back. Hey, whoa, come and see what is happening. We can't do that. So we use our time to research, get facts for you, get videos, get things that it's not like a joke. Get them for you, put them together so that it will begin to make sense to you. So that the more you look, the more you see. And we will guide you into information world of information. And when you are informed, you see your action will become the right action. Like our people that are running up and down inside bush and defeating themselves and deceiving themselves and pushing food down. When you're telling you that your problem is a politician, we're not saying you should kill them. Just mbara chuchu, piam, piam, piam. Piam for one tarenante. The brain will begin to function very well.
Mm-hmm.
That's called reformatting of brain disk.
Brain reset.
Wasting your energy, killing our brothers, doing all this nonsense, collecting 100 million, collecting 1 million, collecting 200 million. Doing this. What are you doing that for? You are becoming that thing that we say we don't want. We are not terrorists. We don't kill because the thing about our land is that when you kill innocent people in our land, when there's no war, you are desecrating the land. The potency of the land will be diluted. The land that is supposed to be protecting you will not protect you. And the Fulanis will carry their cow and shit everywhere. But assuming your land is as potent as it ought to be, that you did not defile it by yourself, you see, that land is supposed to protect you. That land chases evildoers away. That's a secret that you don't know about that land. So please, my people, we want you to get the right information. And we are here committed to giving you truth, the right information. We will give you time. You go and verify it because we have done our own researches. We are not saying we are in charge of all the information. No, the videos, by the way, YouTube and Facebook, these videos do not belong to us. We pick them from YouTube and everything. It's just that we bring them together for our people to help them to reason in a particular, like to understand where they're going. So it's important and it's just for education. We're not doing anything else with it. So don't go blocking us and think, no, we're into information dissemination, correct and accurate information, educating our people so that we'll have a better world. Because you know what? When Africa is restored, the world will be a better place.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. It's a no-brainer.
Thank
It's a
you.
no-brainer, my sister. They just don't know. When you leave Africa vulnerable, they will become an ammunition for terrorist ground. That's just the way it is.
Simple.
We are hardworking people. We want to study. We want to move forward. We like technology. We want to move into the future. And you leave us because you're stealing oil. The oil that you can buy, you're buying it from other people that
Why
you
must
can
you
buy.
buy our own?
And people, why wouldn't you buy it?
Why are you stealing our
And,
own?
you know,
Why are you
it's
stealing our
insane.
gold? Why are you stealing our diamond? Why are you stealing the resources in our land? And then you make our people poor. Then they'll become free tools in the hands of terrorists.
Yep.
This is logic.
Logic.
As
You've
one of
been
this will
stealing
carry
for
prophecy.
400 years plus. It's not enough.
I'm
You
telling
have
you.
not stolen enough to make your own path. Hmm? Nonsense.
Criminals.
Criminals everywhere. All right, brothers and sisters, we see you guys next week. Be remain
Bye. Love
safe
you.
and take care of yourself. Like we said, please help us to share, like, so that we can get our people to be well informed and we can move in unison and end this charade. Goodbye.